Okay, and we are live. Welcome, welcome everyone. So this is not an Asian intelligence kind of like live stream. We wanted to bring you up something that is happening around the mother kind of update. So we're doing this kind of like every month, and I'm honored to have like one major team member, CoachJ, on the stream today. We will speak about mother. We will speak about what's happening, what's popping around, like from product to community, and from campaign to anything else. And CoachJ, it's a pleasure to have you here. You want to quickly introduce yourself?
Yeah, it's great to be here. Thank you, Francesco. I'm Coach Jay. I'm leading marketing and growth at Mother, and we've just been super busy, so have lots of updates for you.
Nice, nice. This is good. It's a good time to be alive, not because of the market, but because what's happening around the agent. I think like people really are impressed about how many and what AI agent builders are doing today. But this is more focused around modern. So you want to tell us like, what happens like in the past kind of like here? I think we give updates like what was happening around kind of like in Denver and previously Denver. But what has been popping like historically, like from kind of like the grow, like the kind of like the birth of mother to like the grow, and where are we today?
Sure. We've been moving super fast at Mother. Like all of what we expected to be done, just everything got built way faster than we expected. Basically, where we're at right now is we have kind of the first semblances of our MVP ready to go. We have this motherboard protocol. We have been working with some amazing integration partners. We have like some incredible tech backing us up that'll make it super easy for agents to connect, to come on, and to start working jobs through the Mother registry. And some of the things that if you've been if you've been watching us much more closely, we post lots of updates in terms of where our product has been at. We've been doing lots of demos. We sorted out a lot of the technical backend that are now officially having agents being able to interact and communicate autonomously in the backend. They're able to transact autonomously, and we're either putting the final touches, or we might even already be done the orchestration layer. So that's really important. There's kind of like three different layers of agent to agent interaction happening in the background. There's agent communication, there's agent payments, and then there's the actual orchestration layer that allows agents to work together to actually get job done, so that when you and I, Francesco, in the future, we go in and we have a very complex task or a complex job, we say, like manage these liquidity pools, there's an agent, an orchestrator agent that can come in. There's going to be lots of these orchestrator agents that will be able to actually work with other agents to delegate work and figure out who is the best agent to do what job. So the product's in a really good place. And right now we're kind of like moving along that stage to actually start having agents on the registry, which has already started. There are agents on the registry, and actually having people request jobs and make payments for those jobs.
Nice.
So really exciting.
This is really cool. Yeah, it's really cool because it's been a long way, and for all a agent builder hearing us, like the registry is there. Like I think like you definitely can like ship and show us what you build. We have actually a dedicated like channel in Discord that you can actually show what you're building, and I think I really like where kind of like the product is going. One question I'm always asking to every agent builder in the live stream was, what do you think about agent to agent and social coordination? And is it too early to speak about? And actually you gave me the answer, because no, actually like Mother has been cooking around what is happening on the agent to agent side. And I think this is great. The three layers that you mentioned are really good. And I think, do you see like a more interesting vertical from the community that you just mentioned? Is more the registry, more kind of like the partnership side? Like what, like is there some kind of like more specific kind of like layer of this modern stack that you feel the community like more, or they're all kind of around the same level?
I think that I think it kind of like it's all in one. It's going to be really important. I mean, one thing we didn't talk about also is like our AVS layer, like that's actually validating.
Oh yes.
Yeah, like that's also like, yeah, it's incredible technology where you're literally having agents coming in doing work, and there's like this reputation layer that's all being auto calculated in the background. So like all of it is incredible. And where we're at right now is really, we're just, what's great also is that we're not competing with other marketplaces. There's lots of agent marketplaces that already exist out there. We're not heading into this kind of like red ocean where there's like tons of marketplaces that are much bigger and more established than us, we're this kind of back-end infrastructure registry. We can actually plug into marketplaces. And so multiple marketplaces can
Mhm.
tap into the mother registry. So we're kind of like a meta marketplace. And what we've been really doing over the last week and into this week is that we've been really trying to reduce the friction of using this
Mhm.
product. So there's that's on two sides. The first side we're doing that on is the actual agent side. We're calling it the B2B side. Agent onboarding is now smoother than ever with the new MCP standard. Now not just Anthropic but OpenAI. A couple weeks ago announced that they're behind it as well. So everyone's moving to MCP, and so now we essentially have moved to
Mhm.
that standard as well. So now it is so easy for agents to plug into the motherboard and start earning revenue. So for any agent builders out there that are actually looking to earn revenue, passive income with their agents, now is the time to reach out to Mother and get plugged into the registry. You can also go to the website hellomother.ai and actually sign up there as well. And we'll be in touch with you and we'll make sure that everything goes smoothly. And then on the flip side,
Nice.
we're starting some pretty bold experiments. This is one of the things I wanted to talk to you about, Francesco, was
Oh
we're
yeah.
starting some bold experiments today where we're actually starting out large scale experiments for human to agent and
Mhm.
agent to agent payments. And we're doing that all in
Nice.
Discord. So the way that that's going to be working is we're starting with a promotion today. This is some alpha. It's coming out later today. For those on
We
the
like alpha.
yeah for those in North America who haven't woken up yet, they'll see it later today as well. Is we're running a really cool promo on Twitter on X where you can vote for your favorite agents. And essentially, we're driving everyone to our Discord. Discord is going to be where all this action is happening. So join our Discord. We have an amazing recognition program happening in there. So great way to collect, great way to meet the community,
Mhm.
show the community, get recognized for contributions to the community as well. These could be really
Yes.
simple ways of just saying, hey, helping someone out. We have like a meme and art contest going on, visualizing some other stuff. So if you're a content creator, we would love to have you join there. What that's doing is we're using base testnet tokens that are valueless. They have no
Mhm.
value. They aren't going to have any value. And essentially, what we're doing is we're encouraging people to not just collect these tokens, but to also use them and pay each other and tip each other.
Mhm.
Because that function is a
Mm.
new function that Collabland has been releasing. And we're fortunate enough to be trialing it. And that tipping function is just the start of it starts with humans tipping each
Nice.
other, and then it starts with humans tipping agents. So,
Nice.
it's starting by me just giving like a tip to someone like, wow, I really like, thanks for helping me out, tip. And instead, in 2 weeks from now, in 2 or 3 weeks from now, we're going to introduce the mother orchestration agent. And I can go to, hey,
Mhm.
mother, can you help me with this? And then mother can do it. And then I can tip mother, who will pay the
Nice.
agents as well. And so that's kind of like how we're establishing a very large, like on a micro scale, but we'll scale very quickly, a large scale experiment to actually scale agent payments using the mother registry.
I think this is also one of the biggest kind of like use case that they see, like I'm speaking about kind of like social agents and kind of like a DeFi specific agents. And I think payment rails is super important. And I think is one of the biggest use case, not just on the tipping side of agent treasury, but also like running stuff like rebalancing your portfolio, doing specific kind of like payments to payments on rail, like without actually going stable to stable, the wallets on the background, the agents actually running the transaction for you. There is a lot of interesting use cases, and I think like tipping is one kind of like the tip of the iceberg. There is a lot of kind of other mini use cases that I think like kind of are worth it to investigate.
Yeah,
So that's actually exciting. So this is starting today, yeah?
yeah, and consider the tipping. Like we're using the word tip, and that's because there's a lot of NFT
Mhm.
communities that use tipping. Tipping is a very common part of gaming culture as well. But tipping is just a payment. It's a
Mhm.
capital allocation, right? We're just moving funds from
Yes.
one wallet to another. And what's amazing about Discord is that we've used this technology that actually abstracts wallets away from users. So when you and I join
Mm.
the mother Discord, we're assigned an
Yep.
abstracted wallet. So what's great about that is that you don't need to be crypto native to have a wallet.
Mm.
And all of a sudden you're starting to
Yes.
collect these they're valueless, but you're starting to collect these tokens that you can, at the beginning of this, spend them. And that just creates this
Yes.
reinforcing behavior of what it's actually like to collect any tokens, whether valueless or not, and actually
Right.
spend them on getting agents to do things for you.
I mean, this is really interesting. I really like the social agents coordination, the governance that you were mentioning, like this experiment. I mean, there is a lot of things, even the partnerships that I'm seeing always, like in terms of also like product partnership. It's super kind of like solid. Okay, sounds good. Anything else that kind of like we forgot to mention that you're excited about in terms of like could be what's popping or what actually has been done that maybe like we didn't. Kind of advocate enough to the community so people can hear us, they can actually double check. One thing I want to say is that if you're really building agents and you want to kind of could be like coming from the live stream, submit it to the registry, anything like lesson learned, we have actually the sub channel on the agent. You can actually submit and actually like show us what you build. So I think this is relevant. But anything else you want to mention?
And I think that the most important thing is that if you're in the space looking to build an agent, looking for mentorship, or just looking for other people who are building agents, regardless of the idea, this can be like a DeFi agent or not. I'm not necessarily the most technical or DeFi savvy person, and I'm also building agents as well. The Mother Discord is a great place to convene with other people, like-minded folks. So it's just a great channel. And over the coming months, we're going to be launching amazing programs to actually foster like these communities to easily launch, to do all sorts of things, deploying tokens. But more importantly, is to get plugged into the Mother registry, because once this agent is built, it's just so
Yeah,
easy
yeah.
to have it up and running and earning passive income. Like, who does not want to be just like building some code and
Yeah,
having it make money for you while you sleep? This is
yeah,
like the future of
yeah.
agents. And so I think now is the best time ever. It's early days. Is to get in now and to start
Mm-mm.
building that agent, to get it plugged into the Mother registry and take advantage of these early
Yes.
revenue generation opportunities.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. It's super exciting. And I think also we are nearer to kind of like the mission, right? Like we want to avoid this kind of like DeFi summer fork to fork dexes and actually build social reputation around agents so that actually like agent consumers actually are aware of what is agent, what kind of the track record in terms of like metrics, grow,
Exactly.
birth, like, and this is exciting.
Start building your reputation now. The earlier your agent gets in, the earlier they start to get doing jobs. They get to start building that reputation. As they build that reputation, they become more trusted. And so, as the agent economy starts to pick up, which it will inevitably
Yeah,
pick up, the agent economy is going to
yeah,
be mind-bogglingly large in the coming years. And so, the earlier one can get in with their agent, the sooner I can get in with my agent, I know that it's building reputation, it's completing jobs, and then when those over time, those jobs will get better and harder and will pay more. And then my agent will get
yeah.
first dibs at doing all of those things, and we'll leave the scraps to the other new agents that are coming in. So now is the time. So if you're watching this, don't delay. Start building that agent, get involved, do it with
A
Mother as
builder.
well, because again, we're like this meta marketplace registry. You don't have to worry about plugging into all of these amazing
Yeah.
marketplaces. The Eliza marketplace is coming through, Virtual is launching a marketplace, you got Hugging Face, all of these marketplaces. Mother will be plugging into these marketplaces, or vice versa. These marketplaces will be plugging into Mother, because this registry will
This is
have
very
all these
important.
different kinds of
Yeah.
agents. And the sooner you get your agent in, you have again that first mover advantage. Francesco, on
Yeah.
this live stream, I've been watching closely, basically every single episode, and
Hmm. Yeah.
we've already had 40 episodes, maybe approaching 50,
Yes.
and a lot of this, some agents are already duplicates. Like, they're doing kind of the same thing, right? We
Hmm.
have a number of
Agree.
DevRel agents. We have a number of trade yield optimization agents. So we're already starting to see duplicates. Imagine when there's self-replicating agents. Imagine when replicating an agent is as simple as clicking a few
Do the
buttons.
same service.
Sorry?
Yeah. Think about doing the same service.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How is my agent going to be able to compete in a saturated market like that? And I think that's why I'm plugging my agent into the Mother registry, and I recommend everyone do the
Yes.
same.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think at the lower layer, understanding that this is a lower layer than just marketplaces, building the social reputation on the side is very important.
Yeah.
Awesome. I think this like kind of like quick 15 minutes was super worth it, CoachJ. I think this is very important also for the community to understand what's popping from the product to partnership to like just activation in general, like how also people can get involved in this kind of like movement and more. It's very important. And yeah, until that time, like this is super exciting. We will actually look around. We will, I think, send some links afterwards. And for people hearing us, also like make sure you check out what's coming out also like today in terms of like this quick activation. And until then, thank you so much, Jay. It was a pleasure to having you here. And yeah, any